find it online.
Yeah, on your phone.
On the phone.
Make sure you try and get it all done. We are live on
There it is.
the YouTubes.
And I will share that. Press that. All right, I've shared that.
All
And
good?
we're live on YouTube. Who's already on YouTube?
Me.
Oh. And does that mean that's me on Facebook? I know we jumped in a couple of minutes early, didn't we?
I would assume so, yeah.
Oh, there's Beck. Hey, Beck. Hi, Tracy. Starting again.
Hello.
Yeah, we jumped in a couple of minutes early.
Yeah, you're going to be bored. It's usually like that, though. It'll be like 2, 3, 4 minutes left to go, and you're just sitting here.
Yeah, I know.
So what are you supposed to do?
Hi, Bobby. How are you? I hope you're all keeping safe. I think, Beck, you live somewhere down near Tarnmore, near the fires and that, don't you? Beck's already asking questions.
Of course.
We haven't even, I'm asking you about your house and everything because I'm not sure what area you're in. And you're already asking a question.
Yeah. I would probably expect nothing less.
Just let me write down Beck's question.
Yeah.
Sorry, I won't be a sec.
How dare you? How could you do this to
Beck's
us?
the first one.
Yeah.
You're up there. Okay, you and Karen too. Awesome. That's cool. Awesome. That's good to know.
Hey, Danny. How's it going, man?
All right. So we thought we'd do a surprise sort of, we let you know that we were going to be live tonight. We missed Thursday because we had something else that we had to deal with on Thursday. So we thought that we'd do one just before Christmas and let you know what's going on and happening over the Christmas and New Year break sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sarah's writing one as well now.
Well, yeah, while you do that, you want me to write questions?
Yeah, can you write questions while
Yeah.
write Sarah? All right, so what we do is Michael is control of the YouTube channel, so he'll write the questions for that one, and I will write the questions out for Facebook. Obviously, we don't always get to all of them. We do go to 9:30. We do try our utmost to get to as many as we can. Try and answer all of them, but yeah, it just depends on how many get on and how many ask. I hope everybody is keeping safe around all the fires and everything like that. It is pretty bad out there. We're pretty lucky where we are. We're sort of in town, so it's not really that bad for us, but it is for everybody that's around us. Pretty hard for people getting in and out of town and everything because they had everything closed. So, yeah, I hope everybody is safe and keeping themselves safe and everything like that. So, so pretty quiet over the Christmas break. It is. We don't have a lot of markets and stuff coming up. I know Eileen is out at.
I love how everyone's. I can feel you looking at me. He's doing this thing that you have nothing about, but I'm going to look at you and hope you have the answer anyway.
Windsor. I'm pretty sure it's Windsor. I'm pretty sure Eileen's out at Windsor tomorrow, okay? I'm sure she'll jump on later or something and tell me about, have a go at me. So, but I'm pretty sure she's out at Windsor tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah, we're just doing like private readings, phone, email, messenger, through the page. $5 questions. Obviously, if we don't get to you tonight and you do really want your question answered, it's only $5. Just message the page and we give you the details on how to pay for that, which is pretty straightforward. There's going to be a lot of changes next year.
Yeah.
Like lots and lots of stuff is happening. Our little shop thing is growing now. We've got all the crystals and everything. Eileen pretty much looks after that. Sorry, Eileen. Eileen does the Monday night live for the crystals because I normally have classes on Monday nights. But, yeah, there's a lot of things that are going to be happening and changing over the holidays. One thing is our prices will be changing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we do have to up them just a little bit. We're going to try not to do it too much.
Well, I had the thought that because whenever you go to markets, everyone knows everyone jacks up prices for markets. That's kind of like the way things happen. The idea that I had is to have our regular prices be the same as the market prices.
Okay.
So like in the new year, it's like a $5 increase for 15 minutes, so it goes from 25 to 30.
Yeah.
And then it's only another $10 for the half an hour, which takes it up from 50 to 60, which is what we charge at markets. The longer ones for like the hour and a half, we haven't talked about yet. We haven't really given any thought to them.
We get mainly the half-hour readings anyway, because you get a lot in the half an hour, okay? And I've got a really bad habit of going over.
Yeah, you really, really do.
So, yeah, like really bad habit of going over. So, yeah, I just don't like to use the timers. I like to deliver the whole message. So.
Oh, my God.
But a half an hour, no good.
I can't write names.
But yeah, usually most people will take the half an hour for it. So, and you get so much in that half an hour. So while we've got Iggy's here, we're going to show you the new stock that we've got. We've sort of teed up with one of the ladies, a lady that I know, really, really, really nice lady. Now she hand makes all of this stuff that we're just about to show you. Okay, and it can be custom made as well. Okay, so she does like parties, birthdays, 21st engagements, with everything. She does coasters. She does what is it? She's doing key rings. I think she said she was doing over Christmas. But we've got some of the stuff which is really, really cool that you can pick yourself. We have got the prices and things like that. But while Michael's just writing some questions, I'm just going to show you a couple of them. Okay.
We are going to get to questions.
Okay, we are going to get questions. Don't worry. Don't worry. So this is one of the pillows that she makes, okay, and she does all the design and everything on them as well. So these are all handmade, and the material is really, really thick, like really, really thick. But there's all different designs. Like I really, really, really like this one.
Yeah, that was my favorite as well.
Yeah, I really, really
like that one
one
as well.
Really like that one. And I've got I've got two others. There's the hand as well with the eye and everything in it. And then there's the pussy tat. The pussy tat, touching the little butterfly. Okay, so we have all the pillows. Now the pillows you said, Michael, were
$35.
$35 for the pillows.
Yeah.
They are
handmade. They're
all
they're not
handmade.
crap quality. It's good quality stuff for them as well.
Yeah.
And they're unique. They can be custom made as well. So got to take into account the fact that you're probably going to be one of the only people to actually own one of them.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it.
We also have some t-shirts and bags as well. So with the t-shirts, one of the designs we've got is we've got the hand again.
Yeah.
Because it's just taken over me. So
the
this is
comes
my
out better on the YouTube. The paper's a bit darker than that, guys. Okay, it just looks a little bit light.
Yeah, it's just because of the camera.
I want to see how this comes up because, okay, that's actually fluoro yellow.
Yeah.
It done the same thing when I was taking the photos. It looks white, but it's actually fluoro yellow, okay? And it's called 6 cents. Okay?
Yes.
But, yeah, we've got shirts. We've got the diaries.
Most of the shirts are medium-sized, but I think the
there's
eyes
another symbol.
are, like, extra large in that.
And there's another symbol as well.
The same kind of ones that you saw with the shirts and the pillows. We also have, what are they, tote bags?
Yeah, tote bags.
We've got tote bags as well.
What else have we got? We've got oil burners.
Got the oil burners, just, nice oil burner.
All the patterns, yeah.
On that inside.
So they can all be custom made.
We've also got jars as well, like little mason jars.
They actually come empty, but, I just put shells into this one and
so I shot on the YouTube as well.
Yeah. So we've got all these little jars and that as well. Oh, and the coasters. I've got some Bob Marley coasters.
Yeah, so we've got 4 Bob Marley coasters and 4 Gypsy coasters. With the coasters there, it's going to be $5 for the pre-made ones. But she said that you can, if you would like custom-made ones with like specific images for anyone, any text or anything like that, let them know, but they're going to be $10 because obviously they're going to have to be, made to order.
To order, yeah, that's right. So,
Danny, do you ship to England, mate? Once we figure out international shipping costs, I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like we've got all the prices and everything for how much we're selling it all for. And then what we'll do is once we go to ship it all out to you, is we just let you know how much it costs for the shipping, and then you just pay the cost of shipping for it. So, so we can find out wherever you just want it sent to. And as we said, they can be custom made, and they can be like badges and key rings and the posters, the book, everything. It's all, whichever print that you want, just let us know, and we get it all sorted and fixed up for you. Okay, so if you are interested, let us know and we'll let you know what prices on it. But it's not too bad. Like the diaries are $10, the t-shirts are $20, the pillows are the most expensive, but they're, like I said, they are really, really
proper
good
quality.
But even the shirts and the bags, like the material is really, really good quality material. It's not crap, thin. There's no way I'd be selling it if it was crap, trust me. But yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty good like that.
It is really, really good quality. Like the thickness of the material with the pillows and everything is awesome. But the bags are 10, coasters, like I said, oil bird are 10, and the jars come empty. They're $5. All right, so if anybody's interested, just let us know, and we can organise to get that shipped off. If you live local, we can just deliver it. We can drop it off to you, okay? So we'll go as far out like Narellan, Mount Annan way.
If we are doing events or markets or anything that's further down and you guys are close and would like something, we're more than happy to bring them with us as well.
Yeah.
So say, for example, if we need to go down to, I nearly said Willowbank, or wow, to Shell Harbour or something, we'll more than likely bring some down. So if anyone's down there and they'd like something, to let us know what they want.
Yeah, because we're down Shell Harbour at Christmas. So, if there's anybody down there that wants anything, we can take it down with us over Christmas, because we're down on Shell Harbour Road at Christmas. So, so if anybody wants anything, let us know. Okay?
Did you say gorilla?
Did you say gorilla?
God, I'm so stupid.
That's what happens when you order pizza for gorilla on the machine. Did you say gorilla? Okay, Michael, so you're looking after YouTube?
Yes.
And where are you up to?
I've got everyone, I do believe.
Okay,
so far.
Jade said nice shirt. They are really nice shirts, Michael.
Yeah, oh my God, they are so comfy.
Michael, you got the double...
I've got mine's a double XL.
Double XL.
Because I'm a fatty, I like to eat. But no, the shirts are so comfy. Like, I lived in mine yesterday. Yesterday was a bit cooler than it was today. And when she brought them over, she was like, hey, we've got, she brought over as a gift for us as well, because Mum was running the classes and that. Yeah.
Watching Tina. Thank you.
But as soon as I got the shirt, I was like, yes, yes, yes. I want like 17 of these. And I lived in it for a couple of days. It's just so
we
comfy.
got pillows as well. Like, we got a package. So we got the package where it was the bag, the shirt, the pillow.
Yeah, because we already had
our
diaries
from
the classes.
Had our diaries from the classes. So,
but yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, you can get it all in a pack as well, the whole lot into one pack sort of thing. So that's a good idea as well. If you want to do it as a gift, you can order whatever pack you want. We can get it all made up into the one thing and ship it all out.
We'll take some proper photos and upload it to the page as well. So, if you're sort of like, oh, what was that one specific thing that I wanted, and you don't have to go through a whole live feed to find it. So, okay. Mum's got no idea what I'm saying. No, not even paying attention. No.
Sorry. All right, well, you're going first. Have you got any for...
I've got one for... I've got one for YouTube with Danny.
Yep.
But I'll do one for Facebook because you get swamped with that.
Yes.
So I'll do one for Facebook first, and then we'll do Danny's question on the YouTubes. Oh, also, sometimes people are a bit confused or like can't hear properly, or there's some audio issues and that. If you do refresh and you still have issues, jump over onto the YouTube, because apparently that one's a lot better. That's just what Sandra said. So I'm throwing Sandra under the bus.
They're out for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Work Christmas party.
All right. So first up is Beck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're writing, isn't it? What can you see for me with my love life? That's a good question. I wonder if I could see what I want for my love life.
No, you're looking for Beck, not you.
No, I know, but it's always funny adding in those jokes. All right, what can you see for me with my love life for Beck? What do we got? We've got
the tower.
Not going to happen anytime soon. Or for a little bit. Okay, so wow. Okay. So the reason I reacted as hard as I did is got the tower first. On a scale of like good to bad cards in any tarot deck, the tower's usually you know, banana's about to hit the fan. Yeah, Beck, you're probably not going to be finding anyone for a little bit, to be honest. The Tower card is usually representative of the bad things happening, like bad things coming. It's more like a warning, to be honest. There is also like a second meaning for it, which is that a lot of things can happen at once, which is what usually equates to it being so catastrophic, so, you know, all over the place.
She's still in a relationship at the moment.
Yeah, it's not going too well, is it, love?
Jesus.
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I know.
I'm not going to lie to you. If the Tower's the first card to come out and you're in a relationship, that's my idea to go. But, like, the Tower card is usually, like, when everything's happening at once, when it's not doing so well, it's not doing good. And, like, the Tower is representative of not good things coming. Like, it's not a good thing to come. It's not happening. It's not working. The second card is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is visitors coming and messages being shared. Usually representative, like someone coming in with a little bit of information to like help understand something or to get through something, kind of like that. But then the last card is Temperance, which I'm not going to lie, I've probably only ever seen once or twice in a reading. And that's a testing the waters, like testing new ideas, seeing what's going on, but not having the money to be able to do these kinds of things. So it's kind of like taking a free trial on something, but not being able to pay for a subscription, if that makes sense. That's usually how that one is that it's usually like, you know, we want to do this, we want to do that, but we can't pay full price for it, if that makes sense. So, yeah, with your love life, you don't have much luck. Not with this one. But you're not having much luck. There isn't even really like a nice way to spin it. Once the Tower card's out, the Tower card's out. And when it's the first one out, it's look, I love you, Beck. I love Beck. She's always going to be a friend to me because she helped me a lot when I was with Red Rooster and that. But yeah, unfortunately, I do apologize. It's not the right one. It's not a good one, and it does suck when that happens. So I do apologize for, you know.
She goes, "Told the story of my life."
sorry, love, but yeah, I think at the moment, I think it's more with the other cards that come out. I think it's more of a be prepared for things to go wrong. But then if it does go wrong, we're prepared. Whereas if we're prepared for things to go wrong and it goes right, well, then, you know, pleasantly surprised. But the Tower card is more of a warning to get ready because it's usually like, you know, things are going to go down. So, yeah, love you. Sorry. And Danny says, sounds like my love life. Sounds like everyone's love life lately, Jesus. We need some happiness up in this. Yeah, I'm going to be the happy one. I'm going to be jolly old Santa.
Thank you.
Aww.
All right, Sarah, can you please see if love life will come my way into any 20? I'm just reading out exactly how Michael just said that. Okay, so what I'm getting with you, Sarah, is that yes, you do want a relationship, but no, you don't want a relationship. It's sort of like you're in between. Okay?
Companionship.
You're not real sure if you want the full deal of a relationship because you're quite happy just going along doing what you want to do, do you know what I mean, and being yourself and everything like that. There are changes coming for you, okay? I don't see that it is in the way of a full-on relationship. I do see that you do meet someone new. Okay, so I'm getting that you're talking to someone at the moment. I don't feel that they're going to be the right person, okay? I do feel like that this gentleman that you meet around March, March, April it is. Okay, so it's over Easter time. There's a lot happening for a lot of people over Easter next year. But it's around Easter time that you're going to actually meet this gentleman, okay? There's a gathering, there's a party, like a party or celebration of some sort going on, and I feel that that's where you can actually meet him, okay? So, but you've got to work out if that's what you really, really want, because at the moment, like I said, I sort of get the feeling that you do, but you don't, sort of, you know, you don't want the full seriousness, but as Michael said, you want the
companionship. Not wanting, you want the companionship, but not the label of a relationship.
Yeah, yeah. So,
if that makes sense, that's how I usually see it.
That's around March. Okay, Sarah? So, yeah, I hope that helps.
Okay, on my side, I've got YouTube with Danny. Danny would like a general. Okay, so Danny, we've talked, because I know Danny through the Discord, the gaming, stuff like that. We've talked a lot about your current situation, and we do have the Tower card again, which is, as a psychic, quite unlucky to have the worst card twice. But you and I know what this represents. You and I know what that goes on with, so I'm not going to go into detail with that one, because we can talk about that later. So the Tower card did show up, so it does show, you know, what's going on at the moment. The other two cards that showed up for you, so the Tower card showed up last. The first card at the moment is the Sun card, which is usually representative. It says on the bottom, marriage, happiness, and bright prospects. As I said, we know the situation, and with this, we have spoken about this one, so I feel like I'm just going to be reiterating what I've said to you before, in the sense that, yes, the Sun does represent marriage, but remember that marriage can also mean happiness between, like, different people. Marriage can also be a happy kind of, like, you know, we're looking forward to the future, kind of like a step in a new direction, especially with what's going on. And I feel a little bad because, like, I know what's happening and the cards are just basically telling me what I've already told you. The Sun card being for, you know, the happiness, marriage, is a step forward for you. It is a step that you needed to take in order to get ready for the next part of your life. Being young for us, it is harder to 100%, you know, hear something good and then absolutely believe it, because we know that, you know, it's not always going to be good. But with the card for you, it is definitely representative of, it's a step that needs to be taken in order to get ready for the next part of your life. And in saying that, you also have the High Priestess card. So you've literally got the best and the worst card in the deck right next to each other. How in the hell that's happened, I don't know. But as I said to you before, you have the means and you have the willpower, you have, you know, the capabilities to look after yourself and and make the right decisions. And as I said, we've spoken about it, obviously, and we've started taking steps to help you with what's happened. But at the end of the day, no matter what, you are in control. You do have the opportunity, you do have the possibilities and the capabilities to do what it is that you need to do. But at the moment, this is going to take a while for it. It is going to take a little bit to get used to go through. It's not going to be a quick over and done with thing. But, you know, as I said, we've talked about it. We're taking steps. We're getting through it. So I'll probably talk to you more about it later. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it was vague for everyone else, but it's okay. It makes sense.
Cool. All right. So you're right. You're done?
Yeah.
Okay. Shah, I'm not sure if you're still there or not. Yeah, if you can let me know if you are, so because I've got yours here ready to go.
Yeah, it says thank you, brother.
Hey.
It says thank you, brother.
All right. I'm just waiting to see if Shah is going to respond to me. Because as we've worked out, we've been reading a lot of questions, but the people that actually ask them aren't actually on.
Yeah.
So we're sort of like, you know, not fair on everybody else.
Because you have people that are like, oh, I'm here, and then they'll be like, oh, you forgot about me, or you didn't choose me on purpose. Be like, no, the theory that we have is that if we take each question down in order and then do them in order, obviously first come, first serve.
When's here? Yeah, we've got your question down, Gwen.
You know.
Thank you. Okay, I've got nothing from Shah. What about Cassandra? Cassandra, Shaytez?
I've got Rebecca as well. I feel like we're calling auctions.
Yeah, I know.
We're calling the races.
Well, I've got no response from Shah, so
Hopefully something can come.
I mean, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening. People are out doing stuff, jumping in and out.
Yeah, that's another thing as well that I'm a bit worried about.
Cassandra,
Rebecca.
Shaytez is here.
Shaytez is here. There we go. That's one.
All right.
So we've got Shah, Cassandra, and Rebecca.
Okay, well, I'm doing Shaytez.
I mean, if you've written a question and you've just left, like, you know.
Bobby
would like to ask a question.
she goes, I think she's supposed to say, did I miss mine? She said, did I kiss mine? I was putting my bub to bed.
I mean, you can kiss your question, but like, you know.
Rebecca's here.
Oh, I do have Bobby there. I don't know why I thought that I'd done that.
All right, I'm doing Shaytez because we haven't heard anything from Shah or Cassandra.
All right, and I've got Bobby and Rebecca.
Oh, there's Cassandra. All right, Cassandra, I'll put yours back in the thing, but I'm going to do Shaytez now, okay, because they all yelled out at me.
I think we're going to have to stop with the in order kind of thing soon.
Yeah, I think so. And just whenever they yell at us and say, yeah, we're here, well, then we're going to answer your question. Like we said, things are going to change next year with the way that we do things. So, you know, because we were missing so many people and then we're finding out that a lot of the ones that we're reading, people weren't here to watch it. So, okay, Shaytez. I've got health checkup, healing, love, romance, love improvement, and worry, stress, guilt, okay? Don't worry so much, okay? I feel like that you're over-worrying, overthinking about your medical issues and stuff like that, okay? Just sort of stop and take a breath, all right? Try not to overthink, I think, some things, okay? I feel like there's going to be a couple of changes, okay? I feel like that you're going to be talking to somebody else, all right? So I do feel like there is a couple of changes in that coming, okay? But you've got that support around you. You've got this family and support and everything there, okay? Stop stressing yourself out so much and stop worrying yourself so much, okay? You're getting this all under control. You're getting it all sorted and all worked out and organised. So just try not to stress yourself out so much, okay? Just take each day as it comes, all right? But it's baby steps. It's all baby steps, okay? So, yeah, just one step at a time, one day at a time. Just take the baby steps and it will slowly but surely start to sort of pan itself out a little bit, okay? All right? But, yeah, we can talk more later anyway, so, okay?
Okay, well, yes, I don't need to write down that one.
What was that?
Bobby. Bobby, for yours, you've got the full card, which is always to take a leap of faith. Usually with this card coming out first, it tells me, but I also feel kind of stale at the moment, like nothing's really happening, nothing's going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere. Like, it feels like we're just kind of stale, we're just, you know, on flat ground, nothing's really happening. And it feels as though we need to take that leap of faith to make something new. And the reason that I say that we need to take a step to make something new is because you've got the Sun card as well. And as I said earlier with Danny, the Sun card is representative of, you know, marriage, happiness, bright prospects, but it also means taking that step towards the new section of your life, like a new part of your journey. What?
Oh, no, Cassandra.
Yeah, so with the obviously we're taking the leap of faith and then, you know, the start of something new, the start of a new journey and that. Those two work all together. But then you've got the Five of Pentacles, which is like, you know, you're starting to come out of a bad situation or starting to come out of, you know, not good timing in order to reach a point where you can do something good, like you're starting to come out of it. The Five of Pentacles is also delays around money, but I don't feel like it's a delay around money. I feel as though it is just we need to take a new step out of like just this stale feeling at the moment and it's just going to feel like we're going from, you know, nothing happening to getting used to having stuff going on again. It feels like it's a bit hard to explain, but honestly, just don't. I mean, I'm just quoting Mum verbatim at the moment. Just don't panic too hard, because I feel as though it's not going to be something we're used to. It is going to be new. It is going to be a new step, and I feel as though we're going to be on that step with that journey for a little bit. Just don't panic too hard if things are too new or if things aren't quite going correctly, because at the end of the day, it does feel like it is going to work out. We've just got to give it that time, like a little bit of grace period. Like, you know, when you start a new job and you're not really sure what's going on, so you give it a bit of time. Kind of feels like that in a sense. So, yeah, I hope that helps, Bobby. And if I didn't make sense, sorry.
Turn the lights on, please.
Okay.
Forgot about the lights again. I don't know how we forgot about the lights, but I forgot about the lights again. That's right. We'll turn them on. Well, Michael's leaving us to turn them on. There we go.
Got it.
Now that's better.
Is that better?
Yeah. Now we've got pretty lights behind us.
Except for that one.
Hey, Ashley. Bobby said thanks, Michael.
All good, Bobby.
All right, Cassandra. Okay, so the next ones that we've got Kayla, Jade, Tracy.
Rebecca, you said you were here. That's right. I remember.
We got 2 for Jade.
2 for Jade?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Tracy and Gwen. So at the moment, hang on, Ashley's got a question.
I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
All right, so Cassandra, hoping for a change in luck. Well, I'm hoping that change in luck is to do around your work, because you got new business opportunities to develop growth. Then you got new career work changes. Get busy, get moving, motivate, exercise. Okay.
Yes.
I feel like that you want all these changes and everything, but you're not actually doing anything to make the changes. Okay. So for these changes to happen, I feel like that you have to actually take the steps for it to happen, okay? I do feel like there is an opportunity that has come up. That's why I'm getting the new business opportunity to develop and growth. I don't feel that that is literally a new business for you. I do feel that that is something else within your workplace where you are now, okay? I feel like there's some more responsibility. There's changes coming within it, new things for you to learn. Oh, that's great. New things for you to learn, okay? But, yeah, you need to move. You need to actually make those moves and take those steps for the things to actually change for you, okay? Because otherwise, if you don't take the steps or anything, nothing's going to change, okay? It's just going to keep on plodding along the way things are going. So, yeah, so you have to actually make those changes because they are there, okay? The opportunities are there for you to grow. And for the job and everything like that. It's all there for you. You just need to take those steps to make that change. Okay? I hope that helps, Cassandra. Okay? All right, Michael, you're writing the question.
Yeah.
All right, I know I've got Tracy.
Yeah, and Rebecca said earlier that she was here, which is always good. Rebecca, any news in regards to bubbies?
Babies.
These are babies.
Babies.
Yeah. I always like telling a joke, but I'm like, oh, we're alive on a live feed. Probably shouldn't be making those jokes. Not in this setting.
No.
If you want to hear the funny joke, check us out at the markets. Rebecca, any news in regards to babies? I'm going to shuffle one more time because I just said to keep going, which was weird. Right,
That's what
Rebecca.
I do when I do my normal reads. I just keep on going with the cards until they tell me to stop. Sometimes I use half the bloody deck.
I know. You've only got 53 there. I've got 78 cards in this deck. So when people are like, oh, what cards did you get? I'd be like, well, you've got 3 out of 78. So you'd want to hope you get a good one. Danny, come on, tell the joke. Rebecca, any news in regards to babies? Oh, okay. Right. So long story short, okay, how do I word this? Because I'm getting 2 different kind of things that end the same way, if that makes sense. The first card is the 5 of Pentacles again. I've just noticed that every reading I've had has at least 1 card from the last reading in it, which is always fun. But the Five of Pentacles, you know, delays coming in from situations, getting used to a routine again. The second card is Strength, which is your inner strength, but can also be confrontation with people, like with other people or yourself as well. I'm always preaching about self-love here because a lot of people forget to look after themselves. It feels like right now you kind of need a lot of it because it feels like there's like you're having a lot of internal battles at the moment due to battles that you're fighting with other people, if that makes sense. So kind of like you're getting that second-hand, how do I word this? I have no idea how to word this. You
don't get caught up in the middle of shit.
Not only that, but like the outcome of what happens with other people, like it's like you take that as like a personal thing that you need to fix. And it feels like that internal conflict and that line of thinking for you, it kind of feels like that's, you know, that's just self-sabotage. You self-sabotage yourself. Got there in the end. It feels like we're self-sabotaging ourselves, and we kind of need to just, you know, one, obviously not do that. We need to love ourselves a bit more. I love myself every day with dinner. But it feels like with coming in, because the words on the bottom of the card is coming in from the cold. So obviously we're in not a good situation, but we're getting ready to move into a happier one. We're getting ready to move into another situation, a better situation. But we need more confidence in ourselves. And we need more confidence in ourselves because we've got baby's first death card, which I just realized is on the nose joke for now. Didn't even realize, sorry. Ten of Swords, the death or ending of a situation or relationship. This is the, like, baby's first death card. With some things are ending and we've got to get ready for something new. So it works out well that we're coming in from the cold, new situation, but we need more confidence in ourselves because the last one's going to end. So I don't know if that means that, you know, we're getting ready. I don't think we're having a baby. I don't feel as though a baby's going to be coming anytime soon because I feel like you just need to make more work on yourself. I'm learning from Mum. This is taking precedence. Babies is a thought in the back of our mind. This needs to be addressed first. Yep. So, you know, it might not have been 4 babies, but, you know, later on it might. So, yeah, sorry about that, Rebecca.
Okay, Tracy, I'm doing yours now, and then we'll do Gwen.
Yep.
Is Kayla here?
Is Kayla here?
Kayla, Jade, and Ashley. You guys are next. So if you're here,
I can't see.
let me know. Okay. All right. Tracy, general around my nan and her health. Did we have 2 for Tracy, or we only
No, just the one, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought I had another one for Tracy. I don't know why. I thought Tracy had something else. Kayla's here. Yes.
Kayla's here. Awesome.
Okay, cool. Jade's here. Yes. All right.
Awesome.
Cool. So then we're just looking for Ashley.
Ashley.
And then we'll do the next ones. Tracy, general around my nan and her health. Okay. All right. I don't know. Okay, so while I was doing the cards and everything, shuffling and everything, I was getting really, really tired. I've got like you heard me coughing and stuff, but I was also starting yawning, so which means I'm getting very, very tired. I feel like there's exhaustion. I feel like, just one, okay. Okay, I feel like there's a circulation thing there, okay, because I'm feeling quite tender in the tops of my legs, okay, so you know when your legs swell and they get like very, I don't know, like hard, tender feeling sort of, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's the sort of feeling that I'm getting around the tops of the legs, but I'm just getting tiredness, like really, really tiredness. I'm not getting like major health issues or anything there, but I am getting like quite exhausted, and I just feel like the tightness in the tops of my legs as well, okay? I know I had some pains and stuff before in my head and my neck and that, but I haven't got that now, so obviously that one's not related to you at all. All right, but I just getting the tightness and that, and I just feel like that the circulation in the tops of her thighs, like in the tops, top part of the legs and the thighs. Okay, just tiredness. Just the tiredness. They're not showing me anything major. Okay, so I feel like she's quite a strong lady. That she's always been quite a strong lady, and actually looked after herself and stuff like that. So I feel that's So you're worrying, you're stressing and worrying. So you need to not stress, not worry so much. Okay, it'll work out. Good luck, good fortune, okay? It's just jumped out. The bug just jumped out, okay? So you got the worry and the stress, all right, and then you got the good luck, good fortune, okay? So don't stress so much, don't worry so much. She will be okay, all right? Because as I said, I do feel like that she's quite a tough lady, and has been for quite a while. So don't try not to stress too much, okay? She's getting older, but she'll be okay. She'll be all right. All right.
Okay. We have Kayla, who was asking for a general for what's happening in 2020. For you, Kayla, you're going to start off in a little bit of poo, but not a whole lot of poo. The Six of Swords cards is basically, if you know Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water, this is basically what that card is that we just... Long story short, something's going on. It's not good. We need to build a bridge and get over it. That's half what it is. It's mainly just having to navigate through the crap in order to get to the good side of things. We need to, slowly but surely weave through all of the bad stuff before we can see the good. But it's not major, obviously. Otherwise, it would be a more, prominent card. It is more of a... we just need to get through some things, but some things are going down. The second card we've got is the Empress card. The Empress card is delays card. So this always has contention with people because, people don't understand this card most of the time. It could be delays around literally anything. It could be delays around court proceedings. It can be delays around money with work. It can be delays around not being able to catch a flight to see family. It can be delays around anything. And I need to make that as broad as I can because I've had people come at me saying, no, 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 but then later found out that, yes, it was right. They just didn't think. Because that didn't sound pointed at all. But you've got some stuff that you need to work through. What you want for 2020 is going to take a little bit longer. It is going to be pushed back a little bit more. But it's, as it says on the card, and I do firmly believe it with what's shown, is that delays will prove necessary. You need to sort out this stuff first before you can get ready for the next part, because you've also got the High Priestess card. As I said earlier, the High Priestess card is you have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do. You have the capabilities to do whatever it is that you want to do. But you need to deal with whatever is going on first now at the moment before you can take those steps on the new journey. Because this stuff that's going on now needs to be addressed. I don't know what it is, but it needs to be addressed, and we need to push some other things off now because this needs to be done. We need to get over this so that we can start preparing for the new stuff. But as I said, you've got the power to do it. There's nothing stopping you from doing what you want to do, but this needs to be done first.
Cool. So Jade's here.
Jade's here.
Yeah.
Also, I've got Danny again.
Ashley's here. So I'll do Ashley
here.
after I've done Gwen.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to move them ones up. All right. All right, so I've got Gwen. Gwen, you've got two, okay? You've got, will I get a different position at work in early 2020 or will I resign? And then you've got, what do my spirits say I need to know about the next 3 months, okay? The first card is you'll be safe, secure, stay put. The second card is confusion, uncertainty, and doubt. And then your third card is wishes come true. Okay.
Gift.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Excuse me. Okay. I don't know if one of your relatives used to drink, but that's a drinker. Okay, Gwen. So
Haven't we had this conversation before?
I think so. I don't know. I can't remember. We do that many now. Yeah, so this person that's telling me this information for you, or this message, sorry, for you, is coming from a gentleman that used to drink, okay? So if you know who that is, Gwen, just let me know. I think we have had this conversation before. But look, everything's going to work out fine, okay? You're going to get what you actually want. There's going to be, okay, there is going to be a couple of little changes, okay, like a little glitches to the original position, okay, but I feel like it is going to benefit you though, okay. I feel like there's like something's going to be taken away, but then something else is going to be added back in, okay, so it's sort of been changed up a little bit. So, but I don't see you leaving yet, okay. I do see you staying there, because yeah, there's quite a few things happening and quite a few changes coming up. All right. But yeah, I don't, yeah, you're not going to be resigning. You're not going anywhere yet. So, yeah, you're going to be getting this position and things will be changing and you're going to be a little bit busier. But as I said, they're showing me that something is being taken out and then something else is being added in. Okay, so it's like there's a new section or something opening up or something, and yeah, and that's going to be added into your responsibilities. All right, so you're going to be pretty busy with that. There is a celebration around March, April as well. Okay, they just quickly threw that in. There's a celebration around March, April. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it's around a child, a baby, or something. But yeah, around March, April, as she's saying. Okay, all right. Goody, yep, my dad. No, he hasn't come through before. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, that was a gentleman there that drank. So, but yeah. So yeah, it'll be cool. Everything's going to go really well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, over on the YouTube, Danny. After the first one, you'll find this funny. Ask, will I find love again? Well, basically, we just got to reiterate what I said before with the Six of Swords cards. You've got some stuff you need to deal with. We need to get through this first, which eventually leads into the High Priestess card that you have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do. I found that funny because, as I said earlier, we're talking through it. We're taking steps to get through things. We just need to give it a bit of time. Yeah, you aren't going to be finding anyone anytime soon because we've got some other stuff we need to deal with at the moment that you and I know a lot more about. So you've got some stuff you need to deal with, but at the end of the day, you do have the ability to do it, to make your own decisions, to get what you want, to, you know what you want to do. The last card you got was the Hierophant's card, and I would really like someone to pronounce this word for me, just so I know what I'm saying it right or not. The Hierophant card is like a legal card for, so the Sun is happiness, marriage, taking a new step. Hierophant is the legal side of things, but can also mean the workplace and working. So I keep getting torn between two things, and I'm hoping Mum can kind of help me out with that one, because I thought I'd warn you first so that you were paying attention. With Danny, I've got two thoughts in my mind with the Hierophant card. The first card is that we need to focus on work at the moment, not on a relationship, or I also have the feeling that there's going to be someone at work that we're going to be meeting, talking, but I don't know how far that's going to be going.
No, the main focus, okay, at the moment, the focus is on yourself. That's where the main focus is at the moment.
Cool.
It's on yourself.
But yeah, we can talk more about that later, but at the end of the day, we got to get through this first, mate.
Yeah. I just feel like there's more happening, more stuff going on around you at the moment that you need to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure what is going on or anything like that, but I do feel like that there's other stuff that you need to deal with first and get sorted out before you're in a position to be able to let someone else come in and sort of share your space and everything with you. All right. So yeah, hope that helps. So they've been read?
No. Jade, you've asked for messages from Will, which is mediumship. I don't do mediumship on live feeds.
Yep.
Contrary to popular belief, I do mediumship, just not for live feeds. I'm not quick enough yet, but I'm getting a lot better.
Yeah, you are.
But just not quite quick enough yet for mediumship on a live feed where we only have like an hour and a half to do as many questions as we can.
Hi, Eileen.
Mum will get to you soon, I promise.
We saw
Sorry,
you.
Jade.
Oh, where'd I go?
Sorry, Jade, but you also need to have a bit more confidence in yourself, apparently. Because that one just rested quite nicely on top of my deck. So, gotta have a bit more confidence.
So who are we doing? I'm doing Ashley now.
Or maybe that's for me, actually.
Then we're doing Jade. That might have been for you.
That might have been for me.
Because you were just saying about you not doing the...
Not thinking I was quick enough in that.
And then you popped that. I think
maybe that was for me. Oh, God.
We've got Barb, Caroline,
Sandy. I've got yours.
Sandy, Robin. If you guys can let us know if you are there. Ashley, I'm pretty sure you are still there somewhere. So
I'll write it down. You got a question.
You're doing this one for Patricia?
Yeah, I'll write it down.
All right, cool. Ashley, will I find a new place to live in the next few weeks? I don't feel like it's going to be in the next few weeks, but I do feel like that it is in the next couple of months. Okay. I feel like that you're why do I feel like you're couch surfing at the moment? All right. I know you're asking if you're going to find a place to live in the next few weeks, but I just feel like that you've been living out of a suitcase for the last few months. Okay. But they're saying it's still a couple of months, okay, for you to do that. Contract did come up, okay, contracts, commitment, marriage. It's not marriage, obviously. It is a contract, okay. Take a chance, leap of faith. So just believe in yourself. You can do this, okay. You can afford it, all right. I feel like that you're very, very worried about costs and stuff like that, which is understandable because everything costs a lot of fortune nowadays. But just while you're going through all of this change and everything, make sure you eat properly, okay? Just keep an eye on yourself, look after yourself, make sure that you eat properly, watch your diet and everything, okay? Because you're still going to need your energy and stuff to be able to roam around and do everything, get everything done, okay? So, like I said, I don't see that it is within the next few weeks, but I do see within the next couple of months, okay? They're just saying around mid-February, okay? Mid to late February. All right, so, yeah, that's what they're saying, okay? So I hope that helps, Ashley. Okay. Oh, thanks, Gwen.
Sandy.
Michael doesn't like listening to me too often.
I'm going to live with you. I'm going to listen to you all the time. It's like today we picked up Dad. We have to drop Dad somewhere. And Dad made a joke about Mum being stubborn, and he's like, oh, what do you think, Michael? I'm like, I live with her. I'm not saying nothing. I would never hear the end of it.
You're welcome, Ashley. Thank you.
Sandy, is everything okay with my daughter's relationship? And is her ex going to go away permanently? First of all, I don't even need to pull cards to know that the ex is not going to go away permanently unless legal action would be taken.
He's a pain in the ass.
Oh, he lingers around like a bad smell, doesn't he?
Purposely.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's not stupid.
Yeah,
like. I'm one of those people that always gives credit where credit's due. He's not dumb. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a pain in the ass.
Is everything okay with my daughter's relationship? Okay, so I'm going to pull the cards and hope that, I'm going to pull the cards and hope that they agree with me. And they kind of don't, which is always fun. So the feeling that I had in my mind was that he's a bit here and there, in the relationship at the moment with your daughter. He's a bit here and there because of what's going on at the moment with the ex. The ex is kind of having like this big presence in her life at the moment. Obviously not a good presence, but it's like he's there to try and screw her over in a sense of what's going on. He knows what to say. He knows what to do to get the right reactions. And it's causing the boyfriend to be a lot more hesitant with things. He doesn't really want to do anything or say anything that could be used against him, if that makes sense. Okay, it feels like he's walking on eggshells. It feels like he's legitimately walking on eggshells, but the eggshells aren't like the round side that holds everyone's weight. It's the sharp side, and it feels like we're digging in. The reason that I was getting those feelings is because, yes, they're happy. They are happy, but he's questioning a lot of things because he doesn't know what's going to happen at what time. He doesn't know what this guy's capable of. He doesn't know what's going to happen here. He doesn't know, you know, how little or how much the ex is going to try and squash it down, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but for lack of words, I can't swear. Swearing is very expressive for me, and it's quite hard. But it feels like at the moment, the current boyfriend is just worried that, you know, he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's going on. It doesn't feel like I'm aware of what's going on. It feels like we're always hearing of the aftermath, never what's actually going on. And then it feels like he's, you know, is he in the right relationship at the moment, because we need to worry about the ex situation. Yes, they have that love between them, but at the end of the day, if he's got so much doubt about what's going to happen, what's happening with this guy, is this guy going to ruin everything? It's got that doubt in his mind, even though, you know, they're close. The Page of Wands card is a young woman travels card. Usually this one's a travel over land card. So this one's a bit more distance, but we're still not leaving the state, the group, the county, the whatever it is. That one's more just need to do a little bit of traveling, but it feels like this one's also connected with the Justice card. Right. Let me get this into every single person's mind. When you go for a reading and you see the Justice card is always that justice will be served based on what they think justice means. Not what you want or not what you think it will be, but what Spirit thinks is the right amount of justice for a situation. That's how it is. That's how it means. Because I'm not going to lie, I get a little bit annoyed when someone's like, I didn't think, you know, I thought something else might have happened. I wanted more than this. It's not what we think. That's not how that works. It would be nice, because I have a list of people I don't like. But it doesn't work that way. Justice will come, justice will prevail, but remember, it's not to what you think it should be or what you want it to be. It is what Spirit thinks is necessary for the situation. And I'm telling you this now because you're not going to be happy with the amount of justice that comes with it. You're going to expect more, but it's enough. Got to remember that. On the other hand, though, your daughter in a relationship, they're fine, they're happy, but he's a bit hesitant because of what's going on.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
So Caroline was here. Did we hear from Barb at all? We're waiting to hear from, I've got Jade. I'm just about to do Jade. We've got Caroline and Barb. So I'm pretty sure Caroline is here. Are you right, Nancy?
Yeah, as soon as I can read it. Thank you.
Sorry, yeah.
I forgot my glasses tonight. I totally forgot. Okay.
All right, Jade, will we get some rain soon? Yes, there is some rain coming, but not where we need it or want it, unfortunately. And then it's just going to go dry again, which is really not good. Sandy, thank you.
It makes a lot of sense. No, we'll trust the Justice card. Please trust the Justice card. We're not going to be happy, but it's going to be right.
Yeah. And do you have messages from Will for me to pass on? Okay. So, Jade, I'm not sure if Will is the one with the problem up here in the side of his head. Okay. Because I do have a guy with this thing in the side of the head. All right. But what I do have for you is I do have decisions and choices. Okay. You're going to have to make a choice between something. Okay. All right. As soon as I've said that, they've said work, okay? You're going to have a choice to, sorry, just one thing. You're going to have a choice to make with work, okay? You're going to be given a opportunity and you can either go this way or you can go that way, all right? I feel like at the moment you don't want to take on that extra responsibility, okay? This gentleman also has a speech, okay, so I don't know if it was aneurysm, stroke, whatever it was, but it's affected his speech as well. Okay, but you're going to have changes, all right? There's changes coming up around you with work and everything, okay? I feel like you're going to be a little bit heartbroken because of the change and everything, but don't feel heartbroken because I feel that what you're doing at the moment is pretty much can't become convenience, and it's just like it's just an everyday thing that you do now. I don't feel like there's much excitement in it anymore. Okay, so there is going to be some choices for you to make in the new year, some decisions for you to make. But yeah, there is definitely some changes coming, and the changes are for the better. Okay, they are for the better for you. So, JJ, that was you. Caroline, yes, I've got Caroline.
You've got Caroline.
And who have you
I've got Barb.
You've got Barb.
I've got Barb.
Is Barb still there?
I don't know why I've always liked that name, even though it's like short for like Barbara and stuff like that. I love just.
Okay,
Barb.
so we're looking for Barb, Robin, Lisa, and Molly. And Caroline, yep, I've got Caroline. So Robin, Lisa, Molly, and Barb. I still haven't got anything from Barb. I called out for Barb before and I got nothing from her.
Okie dokie. So we shall put Barb.
Barb's there.
Barb, not Barbara.
Barb, not Barbara.
I've just been told.
You have been told. All right, Michael's
Barb.
going to do...
Barb would a general please. So what's going to happen is I'm going to shuffle.
You're welcome, Jay. Thank you.
And we'll see what happens. Yeah, Lisa was there as well.
Okay, cool.
So, Barb, general for you, love. What we've got for Barb, let's see. We have the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginnings card. So, I feel like 2020 is going to be a new start for you. I feel like 2020 is going to be a new start for a lot of people. It's a whole new decade. Everything's going to start. But you're really starting with a whole new year. You are starting a whole new situation. And it's going to be new. Your second card was the Three of Wands, which is a travel card, but also surveying. So the reason that I don't usually look at the surveying your kingdom side of things, because surveying your kingdom can mean like, looking out at the workplace or looking about around home and for family and stuff like that. It feels like for the new year, we're going to be doing a little bit of traveling to see people. Obviously, people can associate that with, it's Christmas. Obviously, people are going to go look and, see people and interact with family and stuff like that. But this is going to be a bit more different. This is going to be like looking out for it feels like everything's new. It feels like everything is new. We've got the new beginnings, new everything. With the Three of Wands being a travel card, surveying things, we're going to be looking at family. We're going to be looking out for family. Going to be traveling to see people. But it feels okay. It feels like there's a little bit of I don't know how to word this because it's not in my head. But the last card we've got is the Ten of Cups. We've got a generally stereotypically good reading at the moment. Ten of Cups is a happiness celebrations card. So I'm not sure if this is in the new year, we've got to be traveling, meeting people for celebrations that'll be happening, whether you've got family that are just, bang, 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 one after the other for celebrations in the new year, at the start of the new year, or what it is. But it kind of just, it feels like I'm just kind of in one of those situations where it's just it is just plain and simple what's on the deck. What's on the deck? What's on the cards? It's just plain and simple what it is. There's no other underlying meanings behind it. Just we're going to have a new start, a new situation, new start, new everything for 2020. Everything's just going to be new, and we're just going to be seeing people traveling, and we're just going to be generally happy.
Okay, who's the lady that looks like Mrs. Claus and had problems with her right kidney? If someone knows a lady that looks like it's the easiest way to describe her. That's what they said to me. Just say that. She looks like Mrs. Claus. And she had problems with her right kidneys. All right, so if someone out there knows who that lady is, can you please let me know? She's really cuddly. This lady's really cuddly. And they're showing me cookies. She cooks cookies. Okay, or she used to make cookies all the time. Okay, so if anybody knows her, please let me know. Because she did pop in. I was going to ask why you were talking to Barb if she knew who the lady is, because she came in while you. With Barb.
Yeah.
But she's gone again now. So, yeah, just, Barb, if you know an older lady that looks like Mrs. Claus, the cuddly Mrs. Claus, can you let me know, please? But, yeah, definitely, right kidney. Shocking pain in the right kidney. Caroline, any guidance for me, please? Okay. Guidance. All right. Saying you are blessed, you're guided, have confidence, honor yourself. Be creative, think outside the box, and then there's money, wealth, prosperity. Okay, Caroline, I feel like this is to do with work. Okay, I feel like you sort of hit a flat spot, and you're sort of like not frantic, but starting to get a little bit worried about how to generate other things and how to get other things moving again. Okay, so they're saying you need to think outside the box. So you need to go outside of what you've already done, and bring in something different. There's someone around you that's already come up with an idea. Okay, they're showing. Are you right?
Yeah, I'm just looking through.
Okay. They're showing me that someone's already come up with an idea for you to be a little bit more creative. I thought I said, did you hear a phone ring then?
Yeah, I can hear it now. Grandmother was cuddly, mum has kidney problems.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, well, this lady was really, really cuddly. And like I said, that was kidney, yeah. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. Sorry, but yeah, it was a bit painful. So, Caroline, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, I feel like someone has already come to you with an idea, okay? I feel like it was only just recently, only in the last few weeks that someone's come to you with an idea. You really should look at it, okay, because you did get the money, wealth, prosperity card, okay? That was the last card to come out, okay? So this idea that they've come to you with, yeah, it will help. It will help quite a lot. Just be patient, all right? It's not going to happen overnight, all right? But it will happen and it will make a big difference for you, okay, once it does come through, all right? So, yeah. Thanks, Barb. Yeah, I was asking because Barb, she dropped in while Michael was doing your reading, and then as soon as he finished, she was gone again. That's why I was asking if it was the lady was to do with you, okay? Because yeah, because of the way that she came and went. All right, so Lisa is here, so I'm going to do Lisa. Who have you got, Michael?
I was just having a look on the YouTubes. I've got Molly.
Yep. Is Molly responded? Is Molly here?
Hopefully Molly is here because there are some things that she needs to know.
You're welcome, Caroline. So we've got no response from Robin?
No response from Robin.
No response from Robin, so we put that one away. I've got Lisa. We've got Beck McDonald, Patricia, Alice.
Alice.
So, yes, I'm going to do Lisa. Michael, we're looking for Molly.
Lisa.
We're looking for Beck McDonald and Patricia.
Oh, you've got Lisa there.
Yeah, I've got Lisa's here. Yeah.
Molly, Beck, Patricia, Alice, Elise.
You're going to have to redo your cards because there's no response from Molly. All right, we'll get Michael to do Lisa now. There's 9 people on there. So Beck McDonald, Patricia, Alice. None of you are answering. The next ones are Nancy, Danny, and Dee.
Danny's YouTube.
Danny's YouTube.
Because we've only got a couple on YouTube, so I just said that we've already done 2 for him, so I'm going to make it fair for everyone else. Chuck him in that pile.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he's going to get answered again because...
yeah.
Okay, Beck's here.
Beck's
all right,
here.
Cool. I've got Beck. We're looking for Patricia.
Alice and Nancy.
Patricia's here. Cool.
Awesome.
Is it Alice? It wasn't Alison. It was Alice. Alice. Yeah. So waiting to hear from her. Okay, so Michael's going to do Lisa. I'll do Beck. Then we've got Patricia.
Nancy's here and Alice is here.
Nancy's here. Danny, we know, is here. And Dee, I only just wrote D's out. So, yeah. All right, cool. Everybody's here. So what time is it? 7 past 9. So
okay,
we'll get through all of these.
For Lisa asked, may I have a card, please? I'm that person who...
Oh, poor bugger.
I'm that person who, you know, says, may I have a card, please? And we'll just pull 1, just to be smart. No, so we'll pull 3 cards for you, Lisa. We have, what have we got? We've got the Sun card, 10 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So we've already heard the Sun and the 10 of Swords. So the Sun is the marriage side, but taking a new step, being happy. Usually it's one of those, we're happy with what's going on or we're happy with the ideas of what's to come, and we just need to take that step to, you know, start a new journey. It's funny that one comes in before the Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords is the death or ending of a situation. It can also be a relationship, but I don't feel like that applies here. Usually because, you know, if we've got the Sun, which, you know, the first thing on it is marriage, and then you get this one where it's, you know, the end of a situation. It could mean anything, but it feels like, you know, Lisa, we're just kind of taking a new step at the moment. We need to take a new step into a new direction, a new journey to see what comes through. At the moment, it does look like the road is a little bit shorter than I would like it to be. So it does feel like this new step is going to be a little bit shorter, but I can see these little roads that are starting to branch off from it. So even though this one road does feel shorter, it feels like it's going to be leading you to all of these new avenues, all of these new things that you are going to be interested and curious to explore. And then with the Ten of Swords, obviously the death or ending of a situation. So whatever was happening before is going to come to an end. We're going to start taking a new journey. The Knight of Swords card, the reason I said the first card, like the road seemed a little short, is the Knight of Swords card is speedy situation or finish. So usually it's, if something happens, so say for example, if I get a card that says, you know, something new is going to happen, like the Sun card, and then you get, it's going to end quite quickly though, it's going to be a speedy finish. It does feel like we just need to, it feels more like we just need whatever's happening to end and just take a new step. No matter how quick or how long that new step is, we just need the other one to end and to take a new direction. But as I said, the first road that we go down is going to be quite short, but I feel as though there's going to have a lot of, you know, roads coming off it. There's going to be new things that are coming from it. There's no U-turns, there's no roundabouts. It is just a one straight thing. So it feels like we'll be on it and just traveling and just exploring each of these little avenues. It's always a little hard to explain the whole roads things and maps that I get when I'm looking at these things.
All right, Beck, anything for me tonight, please? Okay, Beck, we've got, okay. I'm feeling like you've just gone through some changes, okay? You're sort of coming to the end of getting everything sorted and organised, cleaned up, ready to go for next year, okay? You need to take some time out. You need to take a little bit of a rest, have a little bit of a break, okay, because you've been pretty full on. I'm just getting that it's been one hell of a year. I mean, I know it's been one hell of a year for a lot of people, but I just feel like that you've dealt with a lot of stuff, okay? And I feel like a lot of this stuff is not your actual problems, okay, that you're helping everybody else fix their stuff and sort their problems and everything out, okay? It's time for you to take some time out for yourself, all right? Don't worry about anything, okay? Have the confidence in yourself. You can do anything you put your mind to it if you really, really want to, okay? So just have that confidence in yourself that everything will be fine, everything's going to work out fine. Excuse me. Someone is a drinker around you as well. Okay, Sandra's watching. They must be over dinner must be finished. Yeah, I feel like that someone's drinking around you as well. Okay, but you're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. It's all going to work out. Okay, but just watch this person that drinks around you. Okay, I feel like it's a little bit more serious than what they're making it out to be. Okay, so I just feel like that they're drinking for a reason, or it's like they're trying to block something out or cover something up, and that's why they're drinking at the moment. All right. So yeah, but you will be fine. Okay, you've gone through a lot. It's just about all over and done with, or just about finished. Just in time for Christmas. Take some time out and relax a little bit, and look after yourself, and everything will be fine. Okay, you are guided. Okay, you are being looked after. Just have that confidence in yourself. Okay, and you'll be fine. Okay, Michael.
Okay, we've got Patricia, who stated earlier that she was here.
Yeah.
Patricia, so the first cards that come out is the Nine of Swords cards. The Nine of Swords is frustration, annoyance, anger, tears. Like, it's one of those cards where it feels like no matter what happens, it's always going to end the same way. And that ending that happens in the same way is, I'm like, just, but it's more along the lines of we just want this to end. It's so much frustration, so many you know, annoyances, inconveniences that we just want it to end. The Nine of Swords card is letting go. Don't start singing, please, for the love of Christ. Because she still does, even though the movie's years old, she still sings. We need to let go of emotions. There we go. See, I told you. She does it regardless. The Nine of Swords card is, it's in the cinema. We can go see it.
Yeah, see it when Anna Sharon gets down.
She can pay for herself. No, Nine of Swords, Patricia, we just need to let go of what's happening. We just need to let it go and just breathe, just relax and not have to worry about it too much, because it feels like it takes up so much space in our minds. It feels like it takes up so much space of our emotions, but it isn't that big. It isn't that bad. We've just let it get to this point where it is so bad. The second card we've got is the Star, which is a brightness and a hope card. I'm not sure if, because these two are right next to each other, is that we hope it's going to end, we want it to end, or if it's just the fact that, you know, once we do let go, there is just so much that we can do. There is so much out there that we can start, you know, working towards, that we can start heading towards, and just hoping and praying that we can do all of these things that we want to do once we're out of this situation. The only thing is that the Star card usually represents that, yes, it can be good, yes, it can be great, but don't get greedy. Only, you know, get to a point where you're happy. Don't try to push it too hard, because if you push it too hard, obviously we're just going to end up back at square one. We really don't want to be back at square one. The other thing is the Ace of Cups is a security card. We have the security to do what it is that we want to do. It's one of those cards where, like, say, for example, if you're working in a job and something comes up, that would be representative of that. We have the security to know that we can take a few days to worry about what's going on and still be able to come back to work. With you, when we let it go, when we realize what we're doing and are able to push those down or push them aside and get ready for the future, is that we do have the security to be able to do that. We do have the security. We do have, like, you know, people around us, the financial security. No matter what, at the end of the day, you can take that time for yourself and take that time to get ready and be prepared for the next step and not have to worry about what's going to happen. You don't have to worry about coming back and everything being in shambles. You've got that security there to be able to take those steps. But, you know, the hardest part is always just letting go of what's going on. The hardest part is always letting go. And I swear to gosh, Mum. Oh my goodness. You see what I have to work with, guys? So unprofessional. I say while I'm wearing it.
Silly as you get older.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking at myself in the YouTube camera when the lights were off. I like half blended.
Look how much bigger you look up than me.
Yeah.
Like, sit forward. I look like a midget, like a Oompa Loompa compared to you.
How's it going, Mum?
Yeah, I know. On the iPad, it's not too bad, but up on the YouTube, it looks like you're like twice
I'm also wearing black on black, so
yeah.
You don't know where I start and my body ends.
Cute.
But yeah, Patricia, I hope that helps. I really do.
Cool. Okay. Alice, not Alison. Alice.
Alice.
Alice. Ask for a card, please. All right. New business opportunity to develop growth, communication, important news, finding balance. Okay. So same thing. We always end up with themes, don't we? I feel like that there is a job opportunity coming up for you, but I feel like that you've got to weigh up whether or not it will be worth you changing from where you are or to going to this new job. I feel like there's more travel and everything involved in the new position. So you got to work out whether or not it's actually going to be worth you doing all that extra travel, paying out that extra money for the extra travel and everything, as to whether or not staying where you are and knowing what's staying and doing what you know. Okay. So that's a choice that you're going to have to make within yourself. I do feel like that you're going to give the travel a go to start with. But then I feel like you're going to realise that it's just, not going to be worth it in the end. Like, because when you work out all the time and the cost and everything that it's going to take, you're going to realise that at the end of the day, it really wasn't worth you moving. okay? So, yeah, I do feel that you are going to give it a go, but I don't feel that it's going to work out and that you're going to end up going back to where you were before, okay? But you will hear news about that opportunity, okay? Then,
Okay, Nancy, what can you see coming up for me, please? Okay, so what I can see for you is that you're going to be looking at or being offered or signing a contract or agreement. This one is based around money.
yes, Eileen.
Yeah, we'll have time. Actually, it should be the last one because we've got 10 minutes and I drabble on. Yeah, Nancy, there is going to be either a recent something that you're signing or it's going to be coming up soon or what's going on. But it does feel like it is going to revolve around a money side of things because your Ten of Pentacles card is like a situation revolving around money that you're going to need a legal signature for. The reason that one comes up and why I'm a bit iffy on that is because you've also got the Devil card. So the Devil card is when someone's in two minds about something. So yes, you've got the good side. Yes, you've got the bad side. The Devil, it's kind of a weird card because there are actually so many different meanings that this card can show. It can mean like, you know, jealousy and hatred from someone towards you and you're not sure what to do about it. It can also mean like, you know, as I said, having those two thoughts in your mind, like one's yes, one's no, and you're not quite sure which one to go down. For you at the moment, it is one of those, yes, I need to do this. Yes, I want to do this because it works out so well. But at the end of the day, we're not quite sure what exactly it is we're doing, but we really need what it can give us, if that makes sense. It's more along the lines of like, we're not quite sure which way we want to go. And it doesn't feel like you're ever going to make a decision because the last card is the Fool and you need to take a leap of faith. So, yeah, I've basically just sat here and attacked you for a few minutes because at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like you're going to be making a logical decision. It feels like you're just going to need to trust that you make the right decision. Because when it comes to the Fool card, it is a leap of faith, but it doesn't tell us whether it is a good or bad outcome to the leap of faith because obviously we don't know that. We don't know what the situation is going to be. We're just doing the here and now. A leap of faith is usually meaning a new set of cards is going to be coming, but you need to have a bit more confidence in yourself and just trust that that leap of faith, that decision you do make is going to be the right decision for you. So, yeah, I hope that helps, Nancy.
You're welcome, Alice. Thank you very much. All right, Danny, my grandmother is seriously ill. Will she pull through? I had a stroke 2 days ago. Okay, Danny, what I'm getting is that you're going to feel like it's going to be one step forward, 2 steps back with her, okay? The health checkup, healing card came, and then this change and transformation. Now, look, guys, we're not doctors, okay? We're not doctors, we're not solicitors, lawyers, or anything like that, but I do pass on what they show me and what they tell me. I do feel that your grandmother is not going to fully recover from this. I do feel that there is going to be changes around her and her health. I do feel that there's going to be changes around her living style, the way that she's living and that as well, all right? I do feel like that she's going to end up having to have extra care, okay? Because, yeah, she's not going to recover from it 100%, all right? She will be okay mind-wise and all that sort of stuff, okay? Because I feel like that when she sets her mind, she's pretty adamant and pretty stubborn. Like once she's made up her mind, that's it. Nothing's going to change it. So I do feel like she has a very strong and very determined to get better and get things normal and not have people fuss around her. But I do feel that, yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to be 100% recovery. Probably about 80, 90%. But I do feel like that she's going to have care, okay, and someone's going to have to help her. So it's going to be a long process, but just patience, okay, and just let the doctors know, you know, like, I mean, you're going to be fine. The doctors are going to be really, really good, and they're going to help her and everything as well, okay. So, yes, there's going to be changes and stuff with living and how things work, but, yeah, yeah, she's going to be okay. But yeah, she will need that help. Okay, all right. What do we got?
All right. D would love a reading.
Patricia
please.
says, Michael, my frustration and anger comes from work and work cover. It keeps going around in circles and always feels like I'm back in the start. Can you tell me if the issues will be resolved and will I get a good outcome?
I'm not going to lie, I forgot what the reading was.
Where's the question? Patricia, I feel like there's a lot of round and round in circles.
Because I got the frustrations, obviously. I remember that one.
Yeah, because she's just running around in circles. Look, honestly, I feel like there's still going to be some running around. I don't feel like this is going to be solved till at least March, April next year. Okay? I just feel like someone just keeps on throwing something like a spanner in the works, and that's why it's constantly going around in circles, and nobody's listening to each other. It's like everybody's got their own opinion and everything like that, but nobody's actually stopping and listening and talking to each other about the situation. Okay, so I feel like that someone is going to be taken out of the equation, and once that happens, that's when everything's going to settle down and be sorted and solved. But I don't feel like that is until at least March or April next year. Okay, but once this person is taken out, everything's going to be settled. Everything's going to settle down and go back to normal and be solved and sorted. Okay, so yeah. All right, Patricia, I hope that helps. All right, Michael, you're doing
D.
D.
D would love a reading, please.
Eileen, did you
want to
ask a question?
Because we're going to have time for one more. And seeing as you did ask if we have enough time
for extra readings. Okay, thank you. No worries, Patricia. Eileen, did you want a reading?
So I was going to pull some cards, but out of all that, 3 cards perfectly come out, and I only ever pull 3 cards. So D would love a reading, please. The first cards that come out was a Page of Swords cards. So the Page of Swords card is usually when someone's talking behind someone's back and we just kind of need to keep an eye out for them. It's kind of like, you know, we're not completely trusting of a situation. We're not completely, you know, into the idea of something. And it's just ended up being one of those situations where no matter what we do, it feels like we need to watch out for what happens and what other people say or do, because we don't completely trust anything. We don't trust anyone. It feels like we need to just, you know, constantly just look over our shoulder. We just need to always do that. The reason that it feels like it is one of those ones is because the 8 of Swords, we've got frustrations card. But this is the frustrations cards of feeling like we've been like bound and gagged by, you know, not being able to do anything. This frustrations card is when you're frustrated so much, but you can't do anything about it. And then that fuels the frustration because you know what to do, you know how to get about it, but you can't. And that's usually how that ends up being. It also feels as though that ties in with having to keep an eye out for the people around you, having to watch out for people behind you, because it feels like you have been in the situation, or you're even still currently in the situation where people are just talking smack behind your back. It rhymed. But it just, no matter what happens, you know how to handle the situation, but you just can't. And that's the most frustrating part. The last card that fell out was the World card. So the World card is usually a generally good card in the sense that you've got, like, I'll read the bottom for you. It says overseas, trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hand, and new opportunities. It does feel as though with the cards that have come out, there is going to be an end to the situation where we are, like, it does feel like what's going on, what's so frustrating, what's so annoying, it will come to an end. And when that does, the world will be in the palm of our hands. But it feels as though this one's going to be a little bit far off, because it feels like this situation that's happening now just isn't going to be ending anytime soon. It feels like there is still going to be that little bit of frustration. It feels like the rope is slightly thicker than it was before, but there's less of it, if that makes sense. So it feels like, yes, it is coming to an end, but, you know, too much shit going on, no trust for many, excuse me language. Yeah, it feels like the rope is thicker but shorter. So the frustrations in that is going to get worse, but it is going to come to an end sooner rather than later. But as I said, it does feel like it is going to still be a little bit before it does completely come to an end. You know, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it's going to be for a little bit. So I do apologize. I hope that does help. It will come to an end. Just got to wait just that little bit.
Thank you, Patricia.
So, yeah.
Merry Christmas to you too. So, Shah's back. I'm doing Eileen.
Yeah.
We've got 2 minutes. All right, Eileen, we've got worry, stress, guilt. Take charge, control, confront your fears. Spring clean, clean sweep, and shaker. Okay, so, all right. I mean, I know you. We work together and stuff like that. But what I'm getting here is, yeah, obviously you're stressing, you're worrying about everything. I get that. But what they're saying is you need to take control. Okay, I feel like that you're going to sweep away, like clear out all the little things that you've been working on that sort of like bridge the gaps a little bit at the moment. And I feel like you're going to focus on the lot bigger picture, okay? Because that's where, like, the generating of it, everything is going to actually come in and be a lot better. So, yeah, I do feel like that you're going to sort of push aside the little things that bring in just that little bit. And you're going to be focusing more on the bigger picture and everything. But, yeah, you need to take control of it, okay? Yeah, just take control and start, head down, bum up, and really focusing. I do feel that once the new year starts, it's going to be a head down, bum up for a lot of us, and really, really focusing and concentrating on building our businesses and our home lives and everything like that, I think. So, yeah, busy. You've got a very busy year, very busy year. You've got so much going on. It's, yeah. Sometimes you're just not going to know whether you're coming or going. So, yeah, but it's going to be good. It is going to be a lot better than this year. So, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Dee.
That's amazing. No, I like to tell myself that I'm okay. Shah asked earlier, she said earlier, but it kind of was worded in a question. Made a decision to leave my love because he didn't want to marry. Don't know how I'm going to make it. The good kind of thing is that the cards that are coming out and the feelings that I got is like a quick and easy, this is what's going on, this is what's going to happen. It doesn't feel like there's any underlying tones to it. The first 2 cards that we got was the Sun and the Ace of Wands. And as I've said already tonight, the Sun is a new step, a new journey, a new direction. And the Ace of Wands is literally a new beginning that's going to be happening. So it does feel like it is going to be a new, like a new step for you since you made that decision yourself. Those just worked so properly together. Those 2 have always just worked so well together in that it is going to be a new step for you. And the last card, the Eight of Pentacles, is a work card. So you've got 3 cards that just have the meanings straight up on the cards in that, yes, we've got a new situation. Yes, we're having a new journey, a new start in life. And it's just going to be working. That we're just going to be working for a while because there isn't really anything else that's going to come from things at the moment because it doesn't feel like there's anything else that really needs to happen right now. It feels like now we kind of need to take that new step and to like worry about, you know, the outside of what's going on. And as I said, work. There's just going to be a lot of work. This is usually like, you know, it's more, how do I explain this? With the work card, the Eight of Pentacles, there's 2 different ways it can go. It's usually 90% of the time for a paid work kind of thing, but it can also be working on yourself. But on the card, it does say paid work. So I'm not quite sure how, like, you know, with the new beginnings, a new start, new journey, new steps that's going to need to be taken, whether that does mean that we're going to end up with new work or old work or what's going on, or maybe like a new start with work. But at the end of the day, the Eight of Pentacles is a working card. And it is more than likely just associated with like a paid work, like a job, a new, things that come in that does revolve around money. Because that's how I see paid work. I see paid work as in you're working a job, you get money. Not paid work as in you get a job, you get paid in references, paid in, you add more names to the resume to expand a business. At the end of the day, it is a work to be paid work. And then coming after 2 cards that literally mean taking a new step, a new direction, getting ready for your new journey, it feels like at the moment, that's just kind of what we need to focus on. It feels like because obviously the situation that we've had is, not desirable. We don't want to have to go through that. It is a decision that has been made, and we just need to start getting ready for the new steps that need to be taken, if that makes sense. Anything I can do to stay away from complications. Don't have anything to do with them. Just don't have anything to do with them. There you go. What do you got? There's 2 cards just popped out for you.
No, but I'm thinking about Patricia.
Okay. Yeah, it honestly, to stay away from complications, it's just don't have anything to do with them. Just, okay, what's happened is happened. We can't change the past. We can only learn from it and get ready for the future. So what's happened in the past has happened. We can't change that. All we can do now is take that knowledge and experience that we've learnt from what's happened and get ready for the new step, the new journey, the new way to go through things. But at the end of the day, it is going to end in work. We are going to be working more so than anything else. But that's also the here and now. You could make a phone call in 5 minutes and have 5 completely different cards. But right here and now, everything is brand new. Everything is a new start. We need to take a new step into a new journey. And it's going to end in work.
Done?
Yeah.
All right. So just very, very quickly, Patricia. Okay. New business opportunity, growth, development, success, recognition, rewards, encouragements. Go for it. You can do it. Look, his football career is going to go really, really well. He's going to be fine. But just please watch his right ankle. Okay. I do feel that there is a twist there in his right ankle, and he'll be out for a few weeks. Tell him to be very, very careful when he does go back and start running around and using it again, okay? He needs to give it time to heal properly, okay? Because otherwise then he will have injuries later with it. So, yeah, he just needs to watch that right ankle. But otherwise, yeah, he's going to go really, really well with his career in the football. Really, really well with football, okay? All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you very, very much. Merry Christmas to everybody.
No, I can't see. I need to get closer.
Very Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you all have an awesome Christmas. We'll be back. We're coming back on Boxing Day.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Yeah, we'll be back on the Thursday.
We're going to try.
Don't
want to get too crunk on Christmas Day.
We're not that exciting over Christmas at all. So
we're kind of boring, aren't we?
Yeah, we are a bit boring. Yeah, we're still taking readings and everything, private phone, email, message, parties, anything. We're doing it all. So just because it's Christmas time doesn't mean that we're shut down. So yeah, we're still working and everything. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Have an awesome, safe Merry Christmas. And yeah, we will see you next Thursday. That's Michael's hand saying goodbye.
Still here.
You've got to get up to move to clothes and everything else. No worries. Thanks, guys.
Bye everyone.
Merry Christmas. Michael.